Hey y'all, iRig Sky here, and within this video I'm going to talk about how to increase the storage of the PlayStation 5. Now, whether you have the PS5 digital like I do, or if you have the PS5 with disk drive, storage may still become an issue. Now you can see right here what I'm doing, games and apps and console, I'm moving some files, and I'm about to talk about that. So as far as increasing the storage is concerned, and this is it is September of 2021. As far as replacing the internal SSD, there's nothing yet that has been unveiled, but there is a slot in there. Curiously enough, there's a slot that's not filled. So maybe that's a future expansion option. But what I did, I just got a cheap 2 terabyte hard drive, USB, and I plugged it into the rear of my PS5. Now let me tell you what this will do. So you can see over here the screen for my PS5 is it's currently copying a file. So what I'm doing, I'm copying Warzone, which is a PS4 game. So instead of it being stored and run from the internal PS5's SSD, this Warzone game, because it's for PS4, will now play directly from the USB external drive. Now here's the kicker. If you're using the USB external drive, you can store and play your PS4 games. However, you cannot store, well, you can store, but you cannot play your PS5 games from the USB drive. So what does that mean? That means if you want to play, and by the way, Warzone I think is about 140 gigs. So if you wanted to play a PS5 game that you had stored on your external USB, you would then have to transfer that PS5 game from your external USB to the PS5's internal storage. And as you can see here, this takes a while. You know, this little status bar, this is for PS4 Call of Duty Warzone, but I've had this running for several minutes now. Not that it's a problem, but if you want to have a PS5 game and just fire it up and go, if it's stored on that external USB, you're going to have to potentially wait several minutes for it to copy from the external USB to your internal PS5 storage. Because PS5 games, at least currently, cannot play from the external USB. They can only be stored on the external USB. Now, the good news is that I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I think the PS5 may support external USB drives as large as 8 terabytes. So, you know, if you have a lot of games, which I don't, I just play a few first-person shooter games and a golf game. So for me, it's not a big deal. But if you play a considerable amount of games, you're probably going to find that the internal storage of the original PS5 is probably going to fill up pretty quickly. So at a minimum, when you get a PS5, even if you're not a hardcore gamer with a ton of games, you probably want to consider getting an external USB hard drive, or, maybe just a large thumb drive, USB thumb drive. You need something. You're probably going to need something because that internal storage is probably going to be consumed really quickly. So again, this is September of 2021, and you can see that Warzone that I'm copying over to my external USB hard drive is taking a while, man. But speaking of playing games from the external USB hard drive, I play a golf game, PGA Tour 2K21, and it runs acceptably fast enough from the USB drive. I don't notice a difference playing it. So, maybe, and again, this is wishful thinking, but maybe in the future, they'll enable the PS5 games to play from the external USB hard drive as well. I mean, I really can't see why they wouldn't. I mean, especially if you were using, which mine's just a cheap mechanical USB external hard drive, but if you were using like a flash external USB hard drive, I would think that would be pretty fast. Excuse me. Hold on. I've been sick. But just because I'm sick doesn't mean I can't film videos. So, yeah, I love the PS5. But this was a challenge I ran into. And this is an acceptable solution. So, you know, worst case, if you didn't use an external USB drive in conjunction with your PS5, you could just delete your games, but then you'd have to re-download them from the internet if you wanted to play them again. It's funny that, you know, I have a feeling that PS5 will probably offer some sort of PS5 internal storage increase option in the future. One would think, at least. Tell me what you think within the video's comments below. And if you're looking for the PS5, the accessories... Excuse me. If you're looking for the PS5, the accessories, expand this video's description. And then click the link there. And you can find where to order it all online. But yeah, you can see that Warzone, it's still copying. So, you know, definitely a situation where you want to walk away and do something else and come back. Thanks for your viewership, and y'all have a good day. Hey y'all, Captain Irix Guy here. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. If you did, please be sure to subscribe. It's youtube.com/Irix Guy. And ring that bell icon when you do to be notified whenever I post another video. Thanks for your viewership, and y'all have a good day.